Okay, good morning. It looks like we are good to go here. Thank you for joining me and thank you for your patience this morning. I look forward to connecting with everybody. Give me a quick shout out if you can hear this okay. It's nice to see you. Monday morning. Many times we can have mixed feelings about Monday, right? Some of us are a fan of Mondays. Some of us dread Mondays. And maybe the kinds of days that you used to have are quite different than nowadays. Home and quarantine, or perhaps out in ways that you may not have anticipated and putting yourself into some level of risk. But I'm so glad that you're here today with me, and I look forward to taking some time together just to be present. Wherever you are, whatever's brought you to this moment, this morning, perhaps you'd been surfing social media, not wanting to get out of bed this morning, or maybe having a little trouble focusing on work, looking for something different to do. Perhaps watching the kids, taking care of chores. So much of the time these days I'm hearing from people that things are feeling scattered. Plans, expectations, routines that we had previously are quite different. For some people, this is a welcome change. For others, there's struggle. One of my hopes is that we can take some time to be a little more present with what's happening so that we can understand it and work our way through it. Much of the time we may be coping by trying to push things away. Emotions, thoughts, difficulties, outside stressors. But seldom does that work very long. At times we may feel like we can pause, do things that distract us, watch TV, sleep more than we need to, avoid things. But that seldom helps us feel good when we come back to the realities. So another way of facing our situations is going quietly within. Let's do this now, and then we can talk a little bit about it later, okay? I invite everybody to listen to the sound of the bell till you can no longer hear it. And then we'll take 3 full breaths together. Breathing in, exhaling, releasing. Breathing in, exhaling, releasing. And again, breathing in and releasing. Good. Excellent. Let's start by noticing where we felt the breath and where we continue to feel the breath. Are we feeling the breath in our chest? As we're breathing in, is there tightness? Exhaling, is it hard to release? Perhaps we're feeling the breath in our nose as the air around us is coming in and releasing. or maybe in our belly. You may even feel that it's helpful to put your hand on your belly, to take that breath in, to feel the fullness of your belly, and to exhale out your mouth. Good. Excellent. Regardless of where you feel the breath, allow yourself simply to follow it with a curious mind, allowing the breath to come and allowing the breath to release, and perhaps your muscles to release, to let go. It can be helpful to envision the breath as it's coming in through your nose, into your mouth, down your windpipe. Allow yourself to feel the release of the breath in a similar way, just allowing yourself to let go, letting go all the way. Breathing in and releasing. There's nothing you have to do right now, nothing you have to accomplish, nothing you have to achieve. It's simply breathing in, feeling the breath rising and falling away. You may even find it helpful to put a hand on your belly and to feel that rising and falling away. Regardless of the kind of meditation you're doing, the reason for which you're doing it, whether to look at your thoughts, your emotions, to settle in, to reduce pain, or just to become more connected and focused for the day, for the work and challenges ahead. It can be helpful simply to start by following the breath and following the movement in the belly and this rising and falling away and rising and falling away. Good. Excellent. Though it may sound nice and relaxing just to tune in, rising and falling away. Just allow yourself at first to let the breath unfold in the way it's naturally unfolding. Perhaps your breath sounds more like rising, falling away, rising, falling. Sometimes our breath is quick. Sometimes it's shallow. Sometimes it's hard to take that breath in, rising. And sometimes we really need to work to release the breath. At those times it can be helpful to breathe as if you were blowing air out a straw through a little space in your lips. However fast or slow, however deep or shallow, just paying attention is enough. Staying with your breath is enough. Anytime your mind wanders, just bring it back to this ebb and flow, bringing it back to this rising and falling away. Rising and falling away. As you find yourself being able to find and to track this breath. You may begin to expand your awareness more fully beyond your lungs, into the space of your breath, filling the lungs, the belly, the chest, allowing yourself to breathe more expansively, breathing in, feeling the sensation of the breath expanding your core, the center of your body, your heart, and exhaling, releasing, slowly, intentionally. Just staying present right now is enough. Allowing this breath, allowing it to come in and allowing it to leave. Breathing in, letting go. Good. Feel free to share what you're noticing in your body. Leave a comment if you have questions. For now, it's enough just to sit in this breath. Just to stay present in your body. Just to stay with yourself. And anytime you get distracted, just bring yourself back to listening to and becoming aware of the rhythm and the sound of this breathing. Just this ebb and flow in your own body. The connectedness with the environment around you. Building presence, building focus and attention. Good. We may tell ourselves it should be easy, but so often our mind wanders here and there. Often our thoughts are there in an attempt to make sense of feelings that are coming up. In this moment, I encourage you to tune into awareness of the entire being as you take that breath in. You may notice a sensation in your body. You may notice a tightness. Just notice where that is. Allowing yourself to go deeper as you breathe in, paying attention to any bit of emotion that exists there in your breath, any bit of emotion underlying the aches and pains in the body, any bit of emotion in the thoughts. Allowing yourself to breathe in, allowing yourself to release. But be present with what's coming up. without pushing away, but without getting involved with it, allowing yourself to notice any bits of emotion, any bits of feeling. Is anyone noticing any emotion that's hard to label, hard to identify? We're so often involved in our thoughts that the background of emotions has become foreign to us. And yet the being is always releasing, always giving us information and clues, often in our body, aches, pains, discomforts. There can be positive feelings in our body, ease, a sense of calm, a relaxed muscle, an energized brain. But we often don't pay much attention to these positive feelings. It's so much easier to get absorbed in those that are difficult. Often we are trying to fix what's happening in our bodies or with our emotions. This is a time to be present without having to fix. There's nothing you have to do in this moment. I invite you to take a breath in and welcome awareness of any tiny hint of feeling that may be coming up. You may notice it somewhere in your heart or your belly. Perhaps a feeling in your mind, a feeling around your head. See if you can tune into the feeling as separate from thoughts. It's okay if it doesn't come to you right away. Allow yourself to take a breath in, opening to awareness, and as you release the breath, again return to awareness of the feeling. Simply notice what you're noticing. Sometimes feelings are obvious. We feel heavy or sad. Anxiety can often be pretty loud. Knocking into our awareness, saying, "Listen to me." Anger can really be that way. So often we're not aware of emotions until they become big. I invite you in this moment to breathe in and create space to notice even the tiniest bit of emotion. It's okay if you don't know what it is yet. Taking that breath in, exhale. Good. Excellent. Just allow. Simply allow. I invite you in this moment to create a name for your emotion, even if it's one you don't quite understand. Perhaps what you're feeling doesn't quite fit anxiety or sadness. It's not quite tired or heavy. It's not quite scared. or disappointed. Create your own name. Perhaps your emotion is sparkly or pinprickly. Maybe your emotion is wavy. Perhaps it is fluffy. I'm seeing some interesting emotions there. And they can change. They can adapt. They can ebb and flow. Taking this last minute in our breathing, allowing in, allowing to release, and just notice if the emotions come and go. Notice if there's a change in emotions as you breathe in. Notice if there's something different as you exhale. Yeah. We're noticing some interesting emotions there. Good. You may find yourself able to open your awareness, create deeper space, a greater landscape. Or you may find yourself wanting to turn inward, and you may even bring your hands down or feel them on your belly or rest them on your heart. Just allow yourself to tune in. And above all, take this moment to thank yourself for the work that you've done today. To express gratitude for these emotions. They're here to tell you something. And when we can truly see them, when we can truly pay attention, and let them ebb and flow, we're more able to let them release in a way that's healthy, in a way that we don't act them out later with anger and frustration towards others or ourselves, and in a way that can help us focus on the tasks and work ahead of us today. So I invite you to take a full breath with me, low and slow, and then I will ring the bell, and let's listen till we can no longer hear it. Listening with our emotion, listening to the sound, and listening to the body release as the sound dissipates. Taking a breath in and releasing. And again, rising and falling away. Good. Allowing the sensations within us to ebb and flow naturally, without getting involved in them, without getting stuck in them. Just allowing, like we allow the sound to pass through. gratitude for taking this time to go within. And gratitude to everybody out there joining. Give this a try throughout the day. Allow yourself just to notice with the curious mind what's happening within you. I look forward to seeing you again. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.